Hi everyone, welcome back. TerraFirmaCraft with me, Sid. Season 3 of TerraFirmaCraft, I should say. And I've been doing a little bit of preparation for this episode because what I want to do this episode is get a tannery built, tanner's hut. Now, I have gone and grabbed a whole load of, well, chalk dirt. Let me not get all of that yet. And I've grabbed a whole load of clay, and I've grabbed a whole load of straw, so we should be able to make some more mud bricks. Now I'm going to probably almost certainly need more than 64, but just let me get these down on the ground. I went down to get some water just as I logged in, and I don't know if he's still there. No, he seems to have despawned. There was one of those javelin skeletons down there, so he was holding me off. Right, let's lay these out to dry, and I'll do another few batches. I just wanted to get some mud bricks that were a different colour to the ones we get from the andesite soil. So I went over and grabbed a whole load of chalk soil and a whole load of clay before we started the episode, just to save a little bit of time and get us, you know, that bit further along. We then need to decide, it's going to be a similar kind of thing, brick at the bottom and then wood, a wooden structure. Probably have some glass in this one, of course, because why not? And yeah, hopefully we'll end up with a nice structure which will be both functional and pretty. And I'm thinking about digging it a little bit back into this hill here. The kind of boundaries I'm thinking for this kind of settlement are going to be probably from here going this way, and then along this cliffside here. There's a bit of copper there just for good measure, and then I'm going to have a wall. It's going to kind of go down the back of that hill and into that hill there. That hill, there's no access to the top of that hill from here, so that's pretty good, fairly secure location. So I'll just do a couple of stacks for now. Don't want to waste clay, and I'm not so worried about wasting dirt. I mean, dirt is dirt, but you know, you don't want to waste other materials, certainly not when you have to travel a fair distance to grab them in the first place. Let me just pop you out, and so we'll let those dry. Now the other thing we're going to need to do is get some barrels going, make some lime water, tannin and other bits and pieces like that. So I'm going to let these dry. I'm going to clear a little bit of this space here. As I say, I think we'll go back. What height did I go to there? 1, 2, 3. So if I go back to that being my back wall, the bane of stone tools, but at least they're cheap. They don't last long, but they don't really cost out either. So yeah, I will stick with them for now. Yeah, so I'm going to clear this back to here, and I think that will be our starting point. I may raise this off the ground as well, thinking about it, so maybe I need to go back another one. Decisions. Yeah, I think I will actually. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to do a bit of preparation, get the ground prepared, so we can get on with the actual important bit, which is going to be the tanning. Oh, and the building, of course. So yeah, I will be back in a little while. Okay, got this lot, and I think, I can't remember whether, can we do it by hand? We can. We'll save the tools then. So these have all dried. That's 2 stacks of mud bricks. in chalk. So as I say, there should be a lighter colour than the previous ones we did in andesite, and I do need to, once we get a little bit better situated, we need to go out and explore and find alternative stone types and stuff, because we are a little bit limited in building mats at the moment. Now I have over there kind of set out a framework, a very loose framework of how I think we're going to kind of build this thing, and it's going to be a porched building. I'm going to need a number of space on the porch for a number of barrels, and those barrels are going to contain lime water, water and tannin, which are easy enough to make. We're also going to need some space for a hide preparation or hide drying rack, where we need to scrape the hides. That's a new feature in this version. Yep, thanks for that. Another step in leather preparation. And so yeah, we want a reasonably sized build for the, for want of a better word, village tanners. Not village, obviously, it's my place, there's nobody else here, and there are no villagers to actually populate the place, so we are kind of lonely in our village. It'll be the, I suppose, like an episode of The Village, if anybody remembers that. So yeah, these are the chalk bricks. We'll not make them all up straight off the bat. So what I was thinking was, I have this raised off the ground for starters. I need to go and grab some pine logs. I've got some left. There's 3 of those in there, and then yeah, there we go. More logs than we can. I was going to say shake a log at, but I probably won't. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, can I? Oh no, I'm going to take damage if I do that. Oh well, not a problem. And then we'll come around this way. Easier if we do it this way. 1, 2, 3. And then we can put those in here and those in here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I miscalculated there, didn't I? Okay, hup. And hup. So that will be the walls, and then, as I say, there'll be a porch here, which we'll do using some sticks. Let me just get rid of this for now. Oh, bum. I always forget whether it's shift click or click to. It's because if I do that, they go automatically. Now, for the floor, what shall we use? I think we'll go with green. It's the same stuff we use for the roof here. We will. Where are we? Should be right, isn't it? 1. So this is the floor level here, and then we'll have that. Oh god, that's actually not. That's the floor. This is 1 too high. It should only be 3 to there. Okay, not a problem. Oops, that is of course a problem. So if we just use a bit of dirt as a anchor point, and we come in here, it's a bit of a fiddle faddle doing it this way, but it does. That's one way of doing it, and it is quite expensive in wood. Now the other way of doing this, of course, is from underneath. Let me just go and put the saw away, and where are we? Saw. Now I need the chisel and my hammer. Oh god, I've got a hammer for some reason. You can go away, however, I don't need you, and I'll put you. Oh, and you won't go away. It's bizarre how some tools fit in there and others don't. But there you go. Put my fishing rod away as well. So the other way of doing it, which is actually more efficient, because to do it that way with planks takes 8 planks. Now if I were to go like this, and then dig down underneath. Now unfortunately we've got stone directly under here just for good measure, so we're going to need to fill that in with something else, but bit of a pain. Now how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, so I need to be, that's 1, that's 2, so from there 1, 2, 3, and then we go and do kind of the reverse process. So instead of building individual spots, we get our chisel, we change the mode to slab mode and go 1, 2, no, hammer, 1, 2, 3, and we just check how thick do we this one. Let me have a look. 1, 2, 3. Let me do 4, 5. Yeah, that looks kind of good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like that. And obviously this has got the drawback that it uses the durability of your chisel, but it uses less timber at the same time, and this is more resilient. The sticks placed like that will break as soon as look at them. You know, it doesn't take much in the way of impact to actually break them. So this way, and these will break only with a pickaxe rather than just with an axe. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts, really. I think if we go to there, yeah, that's fine. And it's got the drawback, of course, that we need to excavate underneath to make the space. We don't need to excavate all of the space, however, which is a plus. So where are we? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Do. So that's my plan, I think, for the floor, because as far as, oh god, look at the time already, as far as this is concerned, that is still a block, so I can place on it, and obviously it's still affected by gravity and all that stuff. So I need to build the floor. Now where's my door going? My door is going to go here. The floor in here as well, so we'll get that done, and I will be back with you in a moment. Alright, well, the first law of sod states, when building, your chisel will run out just before you finish the floor. And this does not want to light. Come on. You'd have thought I'd have got good at that by now, but it seems that I'm not. Come on. Light. Light. Damn you. Good God, that's been awkward. Yeah, so let me just get this burning. There we go. That's got 1 unit of 1 ingot's worth of copper in it. Let me show you how far I've got. So we've got the flooring all the way up to, I've got 6 blocks to chisel, and what I have been doing as I work my way around underneath is I'm backfilling this in, so you can see I'm not sure whether the grass will spread back under there or not, but at the end of the day it's not a problem, because that would actually be in shade anyway, and I wouldn't expect grass to grow very well there at all. So the next thing we need is a log type that we can use to build the walls. Now I've got aspen, which is quite a dark log, if I recall, but I don't know how much I have got. And the aspen grows over that way, so it's not one that I've got ready access to. I've also got maple. Now maple is very orange. I think we'll probably go with aspen. If I have to go and chop some more, then so be it. That's not a major worry. Let me swap those out, because that is quite a dark coloured log, as opposed to the pine which we used for this, which is quite a light coloured log. And I just want to keep some contrast going on between the builds. So this will be, I need to finish off that roof as well, but I'll need the chisel for that. So the aspen logs, as I say, I am going to need more, but we kind of go like this. I was going, oh, not that, no, that was going to be this stuff. The other thing is, just bear in mind, these can be chiseled, these things. I brought them down just so we didn't have the floor jutting out below the mud bricks. So yeah, that's quite a useful thing to remember. Right, so oops, not that. So maybe there, a window here, solid. There, a window. I think this side can be solid, and this is where we run out of aspen, so we're going to need more for the back here. And do I want to put a stone brace across there? I really don't know. But interesting colour scheme, definitely. So yeah, anyway, we need to wait for the chisel. I need to go find some more aspen trees and chop them down, and so I'll be back in a little while again. Okay, it occurs to me that I am not going to get this build finished this episode, because I've got to go get the aspen. We've got the floor in, that's all done. I've now got a little stair going in here as well, so that's all nice. But what we really should concentrate on doing right now is most likely getting going with some actual tanning. So I am going to make 6 barrels, and I am going to use a variety of, if I can find a variety of logs, to make them, just to distinguish the barrels. This is not necessary, it's just for my kind of internal mental process, if you like. So we'll have a couple of pine barrels and a couple of maple barrels, because we can. And I need somewhere to just stash these logs. And that, and those for that matter, and that. Anything else that needs to go back on the rack? That can go away. My new chisel. Running out of spaces. The other thing I need is a bucket. Now if I... What was a... Oh, I've got the bucket. Ignore me. The other thing I don't need is a bucket. So we're going to need... do I need tannin? I need water buckets as well. I'm fairly... Unless that's changed. We probably want fresh water, I'm guessing. I know there is I've seen some LPs where there is actually a difference. So let me place these down, and we'll fill them all up with water. And it is just, we should be able to see the water going in, and if you right click on them you can see the fill level as well, how many millibuckets. It's interesting they're showing millibuckets now. I don't think they used to. Yeah, that one's full. Now if I pick that up without sealing it and then place it down, it is empty. Interesting, that's a new mechanic. Okay, now let's try that again. If I seal it, will it preserve? Oops. Seal, fresh water. I am burdened. Oh, I am definitely overburdened. I think I need to put you in my back slot and I can take you back with me. So that's interesting. Interesting new mechanics. Let us go and place, I think the green one will do as, it even renders on my back. Look. Oops, let me get into first person again. So I think the green I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. I'm going to do as the end process. We'll do the orange as the middle, and I mean there's no particular rhyme or reason, just because that's how I am choosing to visualize this. I suppose we should therefore do the light ones first, seeing as they are the important ones. They're going to be the lime water. Don't fall down the hole. So we'll get one of those going like so. Okay, and this one will do as well. I won't be able to carry both at the same time, but c'est la vie. And okay, and then seal and seal. Chop that one up. Grab it. I can't move. It's brilliant. That is a really quite clever mechanic, because certainly in the previous season I was carrying quite a lot of weight. I've carried 2 or 3 of these barrels on some excursions, so yeah, interesting addition. Now, as per, the day doesn't last 5 minutes before you're out of time, so I've got to bring those up now. So I'll get that done. We need to then make lime water and put some of our hides in to soak. So yeah, I will see you in the morning. Okay, I've got the barrels up. So to make flux, we just put a hammer in with chalk and bang, that'll give us a whole bunch of flux. We need, those barrels have 10 buckets in them, and we need, so basically we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 20 flux in each barrel. It's basically 2 flux for every bucket. So we've got that, and that will make us lime water. I also need a couple of logs. You only need one log per barrel apparently, so we'll see. So these guys here are going to be my lime water barrels, and that is an instant process. These guys over here need a log going in, and basically we need to seal, and the output will be tannin. And these guys here are going to be water. Right, let us go and grab some of these hides then. So I've got a medium sheepskin, 2 large, and might as well process the large first. So these are going to go into one into each barrel. I don't know whether I can put both of them in. I can. Oh, that's interesting. Seal that, and that's going to give me large soaked hides. Let me get the medium ones and see how we do with those. Might as well do the whole lot if we can. And yeah, so basically your process is these go in, seal them, and eventually it will tell you when these are ready. So at the moment they're not ready. It takes lime was is 8 hours, 8 in-game hours, so these will be done by the end of the next game day. So what time are we at? There's no point running off anywhere to do anything major league here. I think we are just going to be waiting on these. I will need a log. What log? We'll use a maple. Now to process these, apparently we use not a log like that. We use a log end on. Don't you dare knock that entire thing down. Thank you very much. What have I got that I can use to stack against? Another log, perhaps? That might work. So let us just try this. Bang. No, that's not what we want either. Damn it. We don't need to waste our durability like that. How are we going to place? If I put you, we'll have you on the ground and then we'll place you that way. That's how it needs to be, side on. And that is, unfortunately, given the wonderful model we got for the weaving, that's the tanning rack apparently. Anyway, I'm going to let the day finish, let that tanning finish, and I will be back with you in a moment. Okay, we've got these. So if I unseal that, it's used a bucket. We've got 2 large soaked hides. So the next phase is we need to place them, there you go, on the top there as our leather rack, and we need to basically scrape them up. Oh, my knife broke. Perfect timing. So yeah, so this is the, if you recall the last season, of TerraFirmaCraft, this process was done by placing the hide in a crafting grid with a knife. So subtly different. That is a scraped hide. Do the same again. And that gives us 2 large scraped hides. Put those in there and we seal them, and that will give us a large prepared hide. Unseal this, we'll take out the 10 hides there, and I'll repeat that. This process here will take a while. Once they're washed, they then go into this barrel of tannin, where there is again the process repeats, and that's where we get our leather from. So I'm going to continue on with this. I'll wash these ones as well, and I will be back with you once we've got that done. Okay, that should be I've You can see the water's gone down in there, we've got the tanning gone down in here, I have got leather treated in here, I've got that one treating in here. We have got 6 pieces of leather. Now we need to cut the leather. Well, let me just get one, just so we're not breaking things. And the pattern we are going for is like this, that and that. So we need one like that, and then we need to do another the same. So that gives us those 2 items there. We then need to go and grab some of this, 2 of these, and we take these plus that, 2 of these, and a knife gives us our leather water sack. Now the leather water sack is particularly good because it allows us to carry, I believe it's 16 uses, 16 drinks of water rather than 1, and it doesn't break, which is going to be, so you can see that's there, and we can drink, drink, drink. So goodbye water jugs, hello water sack, and yeah, I think that will probably do, isn't it, for this episode. We have a slight crisis that I just noticed. I came down to check my food and just get something other than meat, and all of that meat I got last episode, bar this one, which I suppose we should eat pretty rapidly even though it's rancid, is gone. I did a bit of fishing, but there is seriously nothing in my food chests, and we are in early winter, so this could be a short LP. But anyway, in the meantime, I will let me, if I, it's not going to be any, if I cut that off, why are you giving me, there we go. We've got 14 ounces of unrotten pork left, so yeah, not good. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Till then, bye for now.